Well, it's that time of the year again. It's time for my annual gamer/tech gift guide, this time for Christmas and holiday of 2024. A lot of really cool, unique items made the list this year, things that I personally use every day here, and I think any gamer or tech kid out there could really appreciate one of these items on the list. Now, there's not going to be any particular order here. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of raffle these off as fast as I can for you guys, so I don't want to waste anyone's time out there. Let's go ahead and dive into the list right now, starting with gift number 1. If you're someone that's on the go, maybe you're a mobile gamer or just someone who travels a ton, you want to get yourself a decent power bank, and this is going to be the Anker MagGo. It's a 15-watt wireless charging bank, 2 times faster. It's actually a very fast charge, and it's a MagSafe charger, so you can throw it on the back of your phone, hold it in your hand, use it as a kickstand, and the best part is it's sold in multiple different colors to really suit anyone out there. I use this all the time, especially when I'm traveling, and it's only like $53 right now on sale, which is a solid price. This is for the mobile gamer in your life. This is the Scuf Nomad wireless iPhone gaming controller. Remember, it's iPhone users only, not Android, which is unfortunate. But honestly, if you're an iPhone user, this is an absolute win for you. This is the best mobile controller I have ever used, and it honestly makes mobile gaming a lot more bearable for me. It feels like I'm holding an Xbox controller in my hand. It has great grip. The back paddles are super responsive, and you can macro them to honestly give you a one-up on the competition. And it comes with multiple different size joysticks in the box as well, so you can really fine-tune this to your needs. It's sold in both black and white, and it's only $60. This thing was like $100, I want to say like 4 or 5 months ago. I did a full review on it. One of the best. If you're an iPhone user and you do mobile game, you should have the Scuf Nomad in your arsenal. This is the Tomtoc Everyday Carry Bag, one of the best EDC bags I have purchased. In fact, I just bought another one for a friend of mine. Don't let him know. But this thing, anytime I leave, I'm on a quick flight or I have to go to a convention, or just anywhere where I have to carry some extra things with me, this is one of the best. It's water resistant, very durable. It has YKK zippers on it, so you have a nice secure lock when you do zip that bag up, and multiple different compartments to hold everything. And the best thing about it is you can even throw a Nintendo Switch in here. So if you're on a plane or going someplace, you want to hold maybe your Asus ROG, your Steam Deck, a Switch, you have the room to do so with some extra room for like battery packs, phone, even an iPad mini I believe fits in here. Very, very comfortable. You can throw it over your chest, over your back. Again, it's just one of the best EDC bags, and you can get it for like $32 to $36 on sale, especially for Black Friday, so keep an eye out for that. Again, this is my go-to EDC. It's also sold in multiple different colors. I went ahead and grabbed the black for myself. If you're a fan of Xbox or PC gaming, these controls will work on both. These are the latest special edition controls that Xbox dropped within the last 3 to 4 months. They're some of the coolest ones that I have used. I reviewed both of these this year, and they both still sit in my collection. I absolutely love these controllers. These were $70 literally like 2 to 3 months ago, and now they're on sale for $45. Starting with the blue one here, this is known as the Sky Cipher. You have a blue translucent top with a matching metallic D-pad as well as the triggers. A very unique and cool looking controller. And if that's not it for you, you can go ahead and grab the new Ghost Cipher, which has a clear translucent top where you can see the internals a little bit better with the matching gold D-pad and gold triggers. Very unique, very cool special edition controllers that are a solid deal, coming in at just $45. If you do have an Xbox console, you know how expensive external hard drives can be. Well, this is one of the best deals I have ever seen. This is the 1TB WD Black NVMe SSD for the Xbox console, the lowest it's ever been for 1TB, just coming in at $99. You cannot beat this price point. It's the lowest it's ever been on Amazon. Again, $100 for 1TB of external hard drive space for your Xbox. You cannot go wrong with this hard drive. When it comes to the PlayStation 5, there's not too many things I could recommend tech-wise this year because most of it's pretty much sold out or super limited and hard to get. But when it comes to a good charging station, every gamer can appreciate one, especially one like this. This is my go-to. This is from PowerA. It's a twin charging station, but it's also officially licensed by Sony, which is great because you know it's going to be a decent item. You do have the Sony logo on the front, so it's going to match all the stuff in unison. Your controllers are black and white. This charging station is black and white. It looks pretty sweet looking as well. And again, you could charge 2 controllers at the same time, or you could still charge one at a time. So if one is dead and one is fully charged, you could continuously swap out, so you kind of never have to have a dead controller. For $20, you just can't beat this. When it comes to gaming consoles and gaming headsets, they just seem to not hit the mark anymore, and Sony went ahead and dropped the PlayStation Pulse Elite wireless headset, and I think they kind of capitalized on that because this wireless headset is a solid headset It's not only going to work on your PlayStation 5, it works on your PS Portal as well as your PC and Mac. So it's a very universal headset, and it's a decent price coming in at $129 right now. And it's a very futuristic, sleek looking headset. And the best part is it has a retractable microphone, long battery life, Bluetooth capability, and it has solid magnetic drivers in there for a great sound space that any gamer was going to appreciate. And again, for $129, when it comes to a gaming headset that's this universal, this is a solid go-to. Every Nintendo fan knows how amazing the original GameCube controller was. Well, now they can relive that on their new Nintendo Switch console, as well as their PC and Steam Deck, all wirelessly. For just $28, it's also sold in the purple colorway, which is the original, and a black colorway as well. Now, this isn't some cheap knockoff. It's really a solid controller with great battery life. You do have the full 6-axis gyro motion, you have a turbo button, as well as the rumble feature, so you really feel like you have an old school GameCube controller in your hand, but you're playing all the new school games. For $28, it's an absolute steal that any Nintendo fan would truly appreciate. Sticking with Nintendo, though not totally tech related, this is one of the cooler toys slash collectibles that I personally picked up this year. And when people walk into my studio space, they're like, dude, where did you get that King Boo? I want one. Now it's $29.99 for a 3-pack, but it's iconic because this is the first time that King Boo has actually been put into toy form. Now it's only sold at Target, it's a Target exclusive, but they're still pretty readily available. I've seen them out in the wild a ton, and you can still get them online. They keep restocking these. Now they're $30, you get 3 items. You get King Boo himself, which looks absolutely awesome with the crown, and when he rolls, there's a little wheel underneath. When he rolls, the tongue and the arms will move just like he does in the game. You also get a smaller Boo to go along with it, and Luigi, because Luigi's arch enemy is King Boo. So again, for $30, you just can't go wrong. And the King Boo, as well as the small Boo, will glow in the dark, and they glow blue, just like out of the video game itself. Any Nintendo fan is going to love a King Boo under the tree. Trust me. Now, you might have noticed there's a ton of RGB lighting here in my studio space. I got this whole place kind of looking like a futuristic spaceship, and I always end up going to Govee when it comes to RGB lighting because everything just syncs together super well, and their app is very easy to use. So here's my top 3 Govee products of the year. Starting with the one that's behind me up there, that is called the Govee Gaming Wall Light. It's a futuristic cyberpunk looking light here. It's a 3-piece with a middle connector, very easy to assemble, and there's a lot of cool different effects, and it just looks really unique, and it helps bring some extra life to the studio space. Now, the second light that I use from Govee here, which is one of my favorite, is known as the Govee Glide. Now you can throw this on a desk if you like, or up onto your wall, even onto your ceilings here, because they come in multiple different angles and connectors, which really give a nice 3D effect. And again, it brings more life to my studio space, and I really like the way this thing looks. Now, the very last thing I would recommend from them this year is their Govee Floor Lamp 2. It's a complete overhaul from their original floor lamp, way brighter, truer whites, which are really nice. They look really good in an accent in a corner somewhere, and even the bottom base will light up different colors in a nice muted looking, like lighting effect to it. It goes along with different music effects as well, and you can just have a ton of fun with this thing. And again, these are my top 3 lights, and they're all on sale for Black Friday. Maybe you have a streamer friend out there or someone who maybe works from home who could utilize this. This is the OBSBOT Tiny 2 Lite 4K webcam. I'm using it right now. In fact, I've been using it for this entire video, and the quality looks really good. It's a 4K 60 frames per second webcam. That is the tiniest little webcam, and you can move it around because it's a PTC streaming camera. So this thing has a 1/2-inch sensor here. It will focus on you. It will follow you around if you move around your chair or your space. It's a solid camera that has some AI features to it that you just cannot beat. Webcams don't suck anymore. This is the webcam I would recommend whether you work from home or you're streaming or creating any type of content. If you want to save some money because you can't afford a crazy expensive camera, the OBSBOT Tiny 2 Lite 4K is a solid choice. Now, when it comes to keyboards, these are my top 3 keyboards of the year, starting with the most budget-friendly, well-rounded option, starting with the Yunzii AL68. This is a keyboard that I think anyone out there, if you're a beginner, anyone else, I don't even care who you are, you just want to get a solid keyboard that's not going to break the bank, the Yunzii AL68 is probably my choice of the year, and here's why. One, it's only $109. I do have a $5 coupon off of anything at Yunzii's website, so it'll be even cheaper than that, especially with the Black Friday deals coming up. But it's a full aluminum case with PBT keycaps. It's a good form factor. You have RGB tri-mode connectivity, and you have 2 different colors. You have your standard white or black, so you can match any setup out there. And it comes with decent switch options. You can either go with the V2 linear switches or the Cocoa Cream V2s. Now, both solid switches, but again, it's a hot swap keyboard, so if you don't want those switches, you can go ahead and pop them out and throw something else in there. But for a well-rounded, solid keyboard, whether it comes to work or gaming, the Yunzii AL68 is a good pickup. Now, when it comes to gaming keyboards, well, Hall effect is all the craze right now, and that seems to be where the future is going. Basically, that offers you something called rapid trigger. I'm not going to get into it here, but it's faster actuation point when it comes to your keyboards. So if you have a gamer out there looking to get a one-up on the competition, these are the ones I'm going to recommend. One, if you want to save money, this is my budget-friendly option. This is the Yunzii RT75. It's a solid budget-friendly rapid trigger keyboard. It's not a true magnetic switch, but it gets the job done, and it's one of the faster of the budget-friendly keyboards that I think I've ever used, especially from Yunzii's lineup. So you really can't go wrong with the RT75 for like $85. Is an absolute steal when it comes to a budget-friendly rapid trigger board. But if you have more money in your pocket and you want to get like one of the top 4, here's one of the newest ones to hit the market. I'm using it right now and I cannot go back. This is the Pulsar PCMK2HE. It's a TKL layout, Hall effect magnetic gaming keyboard, and the actuation on here is next to none. It's like literally maybe top 3, top 4 out there right now. A full aluminum case, and the web-based software allows you to take each switch and drop it down to as low as like 1 millimeter. So it's like one of the fastest boards you could pick up right now. Honestly, I think it's faster than the Wooting. For $160, it's worth every penny if you want to get a one-up on the competition. One of the more cooler gifts on the list, if you know someone out there who's a PC gamer that wants to get a nice gaming mouse, well, this is the perfect choice. This is called Pulsar by You. Pulsar just created their very first custom mouse building service, and it's super unique and super tailored to the individual. Now, you could choose everything from what's internally inside the mouse shape, as well as the colors, and you can just have a ton of fun with this. Now, it's a little pricey coming in at $150, but remember, a regular Pulsar mouse is anywhere between like $90 to $110, maybe a little bit more depending on which one you choose to go with. So $150 isn't too bad for the fact that you're getting a full custom mouse, even down to what glides and feet you want to put on this thing. And not only are you getting this custom mouse, it's being built by a specific person at Pulsar that will be with you through the entire process. Even after you buy the mouse, you'll get a 2-year warranty, and if anything was to happen to that mouse, that person will be the one to handle it for you. It's very personable, very cool, one of the cooler gifts of the year. I had a ton of fun building my own mouse. I think Pulsar by You is a solid gift option to any PC gamer. Everyone has to keep their office space clean, and this is my go-to handheld vacuum cleaner that I use not only here in my studio space, but in my film room as well, and sometimes even in my car. This is the HOTO handheld vacuum cleaner. It's an all-in-one little cleaner here that has a great battery life that you could just throw away in a shelf somewhere when you're done using it. One side is a blower to help move dust with multiple different nozzles you could throw on it, and the other side is a vacuum cleaner, again with a couple different brush bristles that you could throw on it as well. It's very, very powerful, 2 different modes, and again, it's very just easy to use and easy to store away when you're done using it. And right now it's on a fire sale for like $40. This thing is normally around $100. Again, everyone will appreciate a good vacuum cleaner. Any gamer out there is going to need a solid gaming screen, whether it's console gaming or PC gaming, and these are going to be my top 3 monitors of the year, starting with a more budget-friendly option. I reviewed this one really early in the year. This is the 27-inch 180 hertz Titan Army monitor. This thing really kind of blew me away for the price point. At the time, I think it was like $220. Now it's on sale for $150 for Black Friday. You have some decent blacks in this monitor. It's a full 1440p 2K monitor with 180 hertz, and it's a 1 millisecond response time. It's a solid screen for only $150. You cannot go wrong if you want to save some cash. Now, after going from a budget-friendly monitor, we want to go to like some mid-tier. This is the Samsung Odyssey G5. I absolutely love the Odyssey lineup from Samsung here, and I think they're killing it when it comes to their monitors. And this is a great sale. It's $200 right now for Black Friday. It's a 165 hertz monitor here, and it's got that 1000R curve. So you have a slight curve to it, but it's not overly curved. It's honestly natural to the human eye. So after you sit down, after maybe 10 minutes of use, you kind of just don't see the curve anymore. Honestly, it's very, very immersive. It's 32 inches as well, so you have a lot of screen real estate, and for $200, it's an absolute steal. Now, if you got a lot of cash and you really love that gamer at hand, this is the monitor that's making my personal list this year that I want to get my hands on. This is the newest OLED to hit the scene this year. This is the LG 32-inch Ultragear OLED gaming monitor. This thing's an absolute beast, 240 hertz, and everyone who's been playing on this monitor has said it time and time again just how amazing OLED gaming monitors have come, and now we have that 32-inch monitor that we've all been looking for. Now, this thing is on a pretty fire sale because it's only about maybe 6-7 months old, and this monitor was like $1,400 when it came out, and now you can get it for as little as under $1,100 for Black Friday. Again, very expensive, but this is like the absolute like end game monitor when it comes to OLED gaming. Now, when it comes to gaming consoles, I normally would always say grab a Switch. They're so great when it comes to portability, but They drop in the Switch 2 probably fairly soon into the new year, so you might want to avoid picking up a Nintendo Switch these days. I mean, they're still pretty solid, but again, with the new one right around the corner, there's really no point in buying one. So this is the Steam Deck OLED 1TB. A lot more expensive than a Switch, but this is like having a mini PC in your hand, and it's probably taken this year by storm when it comes to portability, because you literally have, again, like a little PC in the palm of your hands, and whatever games you have on your Steam platform, you could easily go ahead and play portable now with some solid graphics on your 1TB handheld gaming console. Handheld is at a new high right now, and this is probably one of my favorite of the year. Now, moving on from a handheld device, we're going to go into the PS Portal remote player. Now, you have to have a PlayStation 5 for this unit, so if you don't have a PS5, this isn't for you, but for 200 bucks, you could basically just play your PlayStation on the go. As long as your PlayStation at home is in standby mode, if you're traveling or someplace, you could literally log in and start playing your PlayStation games, whatever you have stored on your library at home, right from this portable device. A very cool and unique theme that PlayStation dropped this year. And honestly, at first I wasn't too crazy about it, but as I got to play with it and use it over the year, I found myself using it all the time. It's a solid pickup for $200. Now, getting into the PlayStation 5, if someone is looking for one, again, they're not crazy discounted, but the PS5 Digital Slim version, which was one of the newer ones to drop this year, is already on sale for $375. Keep in mind it's digital only, there's no disc drive, but you can buy an added disc drive later on if you want to. But for digital, $375 for a PS5, you really can't go wrong with that. Now, Xbox, I didn't see anything too crazy when it comes to sales, but this is the latest Xbox Series X. It's a 2TB console, and you have that really cool Galaxy Black Special Edition going on here. It's a special edition console that you could pick up from Xbox's website. If you do have an Xbox fan out there who's looking for a new console, it is $600, but keep in mind, you are getting 2 terabytes of storage and that cool Galaxy looking theme. Well, that's my gamer/tech gift guide for Christmas and holiday of 2024. Be sure to hit the subscribe button right now if you're new here, because I'm going to be dropping a stocking stuffer video very soon, as long as it must have video games for holiday of 24. So be sure to stay tuned for that. With all that being said, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.